Look at my shine with the glow. This is my time with it though. This is my time to be way at the top. Me and my guys gon' pay out the block. I don't look like boss. Time's right, and I know they see us walking in the limelight. Promise you gon' wanna watch like a sci-fi. My guys are high rises, high tide. My crown if you come to my side. I pledge allegiance for lifetime. My squad connected like Wi-Fi. We grind and you see the highlights. This my life. It ain't a game now. Me and you, we ain't the same now. Lions coming out to play now. Opposition out the way now. Out of the way. You wasn't invited. Say you come to play. I dare you to try it. You don't wanna try me. Then step up to my team. Yeah, out of the way. Yeah, yeah. Out of the way. Yeah, yeah. Out of the way.
The A&B Outdoors Quicktime Series returns to Williams Grove for the first time this season. We are here in Pennsylvania for race number 1 of the Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel Pennsylvania Nationals. I'm Kelan Belsha, joined by my friend Shane DiMantova, and we are here for the start of the Pennsylvania Nationals, and we got a great night on our hands, a great race tonight on the horizon, Shane.
Yeah, we definitely do for sure, Kelan. Thanks for having me here tonight. I'm excited to see what this field's got. Another one of a big field here we got tonight in the series, so they got about 5 minutes left in practice, and a lot of big-name guys struggling a little bit here. Williams Grove isn't the easiest track, that's for sure.
Oh, it's a unique challenge of its own. It's going to be way different than what most drivers have experienced this year, and I know we say that a lot, but that's just because the dirt side of iRacing, it has a lot of tough tracks to handle. Cody Meadows on top of hot laps right now, and the guy on a roll to this point has been Andrew May. Grab a word with Andrew real quick. So, Andrew, it's Kelan in the booth. Do you got it?
Yeah, I'm here. I can barely hear you, but I'm here.
Dealing with the technical difficulties like usual, so hopefully we can work through it with Kelan. All right, Kelan, you got us.
I'm back. Hey,
right,
well,
okay.
Andrew, I heard you got a new paint scheme for us, so talk to us about it real quick.
Well, it's a throwback scheme to, I mean, it is literally identical to the one that my dad used to run wing go-karts. And, you know, I had Kyle over at Storm Surge make this thing up, and he did a great job. I mean, it is literally perfect. It looks exactly, almost identical to it, and it is awesome, and I'm so glad I was able to do it, because I wanted to do it for so long, and I was like, I get this chance to come back to PA, you know, in my home state, and I was like, you know what, let's do it this week.
Well, look, it looks very cool. So your dad must have had very good taste back in the day. So
Yeah, back in the 90s.
it's been a while, and great to see this car back. Well, you've been on quite a roll the last 6 races. You've finished in the top 2, and last three of the last 4, you've wound up in victory lane. Now you come back to your home state of Pennsylvania in the Pennsylvania Nationals. It's these tracks that you're probably fairly familiar with in real life. So what do you think your advantage is carrying this momentum into the Pennsylvania Nationals, looking for your 3rd straight national event championship? What do you think is going to be your biggest challenge going into this event?
Just keeping consistency. That's really what it is. At this point is, you know, I won 3 out of 4, but it's like if I come out here and I finish last place, it's like, am I really that good? You know, so, you know, I always want to compete. I always want to be quick time. I always want to be up at the front. So, you know, I just got to be consistent, running some good laps here. And qualifying, I didn't make it in time to get any laps down on the tacky track. So, this is going to be my first laps in the fixed setup here for qualifying. So it's not the way that I wanted to start, but hey, we'll do something about it, and we'll hope the feature goes well. This track is actually really, really nice. I like racing this in real life, or I'm sorry, in iRacing, because it creates 2 really good lines. It'll create a top line and a bottom line that is really, really fast. So I'm excited to see what will happen tonight.
Well, we thank you for joining us tonight, Andrew, and with a win tonight, it would be 4 of the last 5. You got all the momentum on your side coming to your home state. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, guys.
That was Andrew May, driver the number 31 for M&M Motorsports, looking to get 3 in a row this evening. And Shane, that was Andrew May. Do you think we have to keep our eyes on him tonight? Is he the favorite?
I mean, I know we say it every week and countless times over and over again. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's kind of a big two, I guess, in the AMB Outdoors Quicktime series here. You got Cody Meadows in the 1 car and Andrew May in the 31. But there's also a lot of underdogs for sure that I feel like there's a lot of successful drivers in here that just haven't showed their complete talent yet. And a couple guys, example like Joey Robinson, who's currently second on the board, and Cameron Cohn, who's kind of just a hidden gem here. He's currently 3rd on the board, so obviously great to see him have a really good run. I talked to him actually this afternoon about the track and how he's feeling. He said, surprisingly, that this is like on the bottom 3 like least favorite tracks on dirt side of iRacing. So really surprising to see him here on the 3rd on the board if he's saying he doesn't like the track that much, but he put countless of hours and laps in, so good to see him get that hard work pay off.
And Cam, he has one of the biggest work ethics I've ever seen in this series. Always putting in countless hours of practice, trying to get the best he can. We got a very stacked field here tonight. A lot of former winners and a lot of guys who I believe have the potential to pull out a victory. And 1 minute away from the Dirt Man Photography qualifying. So Shane, would you like to present our nation's colors?
Yes, of course. I'd love to, Kelan. So we'll step aside for a second and present you guys your nation's colors.
Welcome back to AMB Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series coverage from Williams Grove Night 1 of the Dirt Heathen Race Apparel Pennsylvania Nationals looks to get set this evening as we got a great night of racing for you. A very, as I've said before in this broadcast, a very stacked field this evening. A lot of former winners and got a lot of former winners on top of the boards right now. Rylan Pearson, a one-time winner in the series, picked up a win at Kokomo, currently sits on a Dirtman Photography Quicktime Award. Colton Coe in second. J.J. Hill, league owner, getting what looks to be his best qualifying effort of the year to this point with 3rd. Aiden Kirker 4th. Cody Meadows 5th. James Barrett Jr. making his first start in a minute. Know we got some fans in the house of him. He sits in 6th right now, but it is Rylan Pearson holding the advantage over the field right now. And I know we say it every day, Shane, that Andrew May, he's the guy to beat. But I think we've got some strong competitors this evening as May looks to set his lap. He has not set one yet, so out goes May. Who do we have to keep our eyes on if it's not Andrew May tonight, Shane? Second lap for Andrew May. First lap was a 17.372. His second and final lap of the evening, trying to steal quick time from Rylan Pearson. Second lap is faster, a 17.184, put him fourth on the board, and that is where he will more than likely finish off qualifying. Caleb Morrissey, Garrett Cooper still yet to take a lap. Aiden Kirker still running laps. He's fifth as Caleb Morrissey. Last second lap, 17.174. He is in third. And now our field for heat number 1 gets set to roll off here, Shane, as we will get to our starting lineup momentarily. Rolling off in the top position, number 1, our Dirtman Photography Quicktime Award winner this evening, Exo Consulting, Rookie of the Year contender for HRI Helms Racing out of Dallas, Texas. This is number 99 over Rylan Pearson. To his outside, Exo Consulting, Rookie of the Year contender for M&M's Motorsports out of Bedford, Pennsylvania. It is the big unit, Andrew May. Rolling off in the fifth position at number 52, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender for Team Ready Energy. It's from Troy, Missouri. It is Mason Coffey. Into his outside, doesn't have a team. The number 2 out of Ottumwa, Iowa. It's the big dog, Jay Barker. Now, we already mentioned it in this broadcast, but it has a beautiful number 31 machine. I'd love to see that thing get up front. So we'll see what he can do with that car. Pearson, May, Kraus, Mulder, top 4 as they lead us to the green. A very big heat here. 2 winners this season on the front row. Jaden Kraus yet to win, but in the races he has made, he has been looking for speed and been right on the doorsteps of it. Green flag is going to wave here in heat number 1 momentarily. We are underway. Rylan Pearson gets on it. The big unit, Andrew May, in second. Kraus slides up in front of Mulder, sends Mulder sideways and to the back. As now Kraus holds down third. Top 3 make it out of the heat to the feature event as Jaden Kraus is pressured from behind.
Yeah, sorry about those issues, but Rylan Pearson sends him into turn number 1. He currently holds about a 3/10 lead over Andrew May. Jaden Kraus, like he mentioned, third. As you see Jay Mulder here back in the thick of it in 5th place.
Mason Coffey in
got
52
one in the wall.
was, that was
Jay
Kraus.
He
was pressuring Kraus and tapped the inside wall there in 1 and 2, and it slowed him up. But now he's to the inside of Kraus. They make contact and around. Both of them go. And taking third, that is the 151 of Jay Mulder.
Yeah, the 3 of these guys are just starting to run away. Actually, never mind. I thought Mulder didn't have anybody behind him, but here comes Garrett Cooper. Completely surprising me. He's going to put up a fight for this transfer spot on Mulder.
Nose to tail for the race lead as Rylan Pearson trying to defend Andrew May. May slides to the inside. Does a good job staying off of him as he's trying to do whatever he can to try and get around the race leader. Almost side by side here. Again, peeks to his inside. Can't get it as he goes down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Going to take a look at it. Makes another move. Gets the run going off. Right at his rear tire, on board with him on his nose, trying to peek in there, get the run on Pearson, but Pearson just doing a nice job getting a little bit higher than him, and that's allowing him to hold May back.
Yeah, the Pennsylvania native putting on the pressure here at one of his home state tracks. Rylan Pearson currently trying to fend him off. So you see him with a little bit of internet issues there, but nonetheless, he's back. Jay Mulder started to step away from Garrett Cooper for the transfer position.
The final transfer spot to this point, Mulder holding it down as May is continuing to try to apply pressure to Pearson and take that lead away, as we'll see what he can do here. Again, lurking on his back bumper here through 3 and 4 for the final time. May going to take a look down there, makes a nice slide job, a little bit of contact, but couldn't take it. Rylan Pearson going to take the first heat of the evening May with a nice race taking second, and Jay Mulder will slide into the last transfer spot of the evening. Cooper, Coffee, Kraus, Barker will be going to our consolation event as we are ready to set our field for heat number 2. Rolling off in the first position in the number 28, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender for Ben Porsche Racing out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's the young gun Colton Coe. And to his outside for Powerslide Motorsports out of Austin, New York, it's the Iceman, Aiden Kirker.
And starting second on the inside from Slide or Die Motorsports in Coldwater, Michigan, we have the number 24 of Nolan Cooper. And starting behind the other Iceman, we have Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender Aiden Forrester.
Rolling off in 5th, the number 68, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender for Slide or Die Sim Sports out of Mooresville, North Carolina, it's the Hot Rod Joey Robinson. And rolling off in the final spot this evening, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender, it's the number 83, his first race in the 83 this season, it is Austin Nuffer. As we get ready to get rolling here in the second heat of the evening.
Big field here tonight, Kelan. I'm really excited to see what these guys can do. Colton Coe, Aiden Kirker will lead them to the green flag.
Yeah, you hit it there. A lot of former winners here. I counted them when we were in practice earlier. It was a rough estimate, but we had about 6 or 7 past winners in this series here tonight, looking to put on a show for the fans, and they've done a good job at it in Heat 1 and in qualifying. It was a very entertaining first heat. Andrew May was all over his back bumper trying to take it, but that's why it's going to be so important on this tacky track to take advantage of your track position. When you get up there in the lead, it's going to be hard to pass if you know what you're doing. So Pearson obviously knew what he was doing, held May at bay. May have been a little bit faster, but never really could get around him as we get ready for heat number 2 here. Coe and Kirker on the front row.
Yeah, that was a great move by May, though, nonetheless, keeping it clean here, coming to the finish of heat number 1. So I'm excited to see what these guys can do in heat number 2 here as Colton Coe steps on the grass. Green flag. Gas, excuse me.
Steps on the grass, huh?
Grass. I mean, maybe he's doing some Bungeon lawn care. You never know.
Oh, you know Bungeon lawn care as Coe steps out to the early lead as Aiden Kirker tries to close the gap. Ran the bottom there, closed in the center of the corner, down straightaway. Coe pulls away a little bit. It'll be 3-3-0, the margin of the lead at the line there. Kirker closing the gap, but he has the other Iceman of Aiden Forrester on his back bumper. This time Kirker goes higher in 3 and 4. Going to get the exit coming off of 4. See if he closes any here. This time closed 2/100ths of a second on Coe that time. Now works the bottom in 1 and 2. The Iceman from New York, Aiden Kirker, the 17. Luck has not been on his side these last few races. He's looking to see what he can do, and it'll all start here in heat number 2.
Yeah, I know I called him Monday, kind of the trailblazer of the series, moving around, finding different lines, and I guess that's just really what he's known for. He's done that through all these races that we've seen him done here on dirt, and he's doing it again here tonight, just putting his car where nobody else seems to want to go, and he just makes it work. So absolute wheelman from the 17 machine there.
Yeah, Aiden, my buddy, I've known him for a while, but I've never known him to really drive these sprint cars on dirt a crazy lot until this series, Season 2, came along and I got the opportunity to broadcast up here with you, Shane. And all these races this season, it has just been brought to my attention the different lines Kirker takes all throughout the night. He's basically doing whatever the other guys aren't. I've seen it translate in the asphalt. He always gets to the top before everybody else does as he slides down under Coe. Can't take the lead there. Wasn't quite close enough to work a successful slide job, as he's going to have to close a bit of time here with 2 to go. Aiden Forster, the other Iceman, lurking in the background.
Yeah, I was just about to say, all these guys are kind of single filed out here, just kind of simple going heat number 2 here. But nonetheless, I mean, fairly clean, or not even fairly clean, great racing, clean racing, so I really can't complain about that whatsoever, and I know the fans, you guys know, can either.
Track position looks like it's going to pay off for Coe through 3 and 4. Final time, he'll take heat number 2 victory. The 2 Iceman, 2nd and 3rd. Nolan Cooper, first driver out. Nuffer and Robinson to the consolation event. Had a good race there as we get ready to set the field for heat number 3. We have 4 heats this evening, so this will be the 3rd of 4. Top 3 make it to the feature, and then we'll have 4 from the consolation race. rolling off in P number 1 this evening in the number 6 machine for 4 Horsemen Racing out of Jonestown, Pennsylvania. It's the number 6 of Caleb Morrissey. And rolling off to his outside, the number 1 for AOD Racing out of Martinsville, Virginia. It's the Mud Digger Season 1 champion, Cody Meadows.
Yeah, these guys are all returning to the series, so this is an all-veteran heat here, Kelan. So these are some of the best drivers that you've seen, obviously, along a while here on the broadcast network to get it done. So, yeah, this should be a great heat number 3. Has Caleb Nickel in the number 29 machine, from Slider Die Motorsports in Kokomo, Indiana. We'll start it off in the 3rd position, and lining up to his outside, we have the 168 of Bill Krebs from JDR Esports in Eureka, California. Big Bad Bo starts 4th.
Rolling off in the 5th position, winner of Volusia earlier this season from Williamstown, Pennsylvania. It's the hero, Trey Shuttlesworth. And to his outside, the number 21 machine for Slider Die Sim Sports out of Middletown, New York, is the 21 of Brandon Stewart. That is your starting lineup for heat number 3. And as you said, Shane, an all-veteran heat right here. A lot of guys, well, actually, all of these guys made a start last year and actually have 3 former winners in this field. Morrissey won a race at Knoxville last year. Cody Meadows, of course, has won 10 over his tenure here. Trey Shuttlesworth has won Lernerville last year, and then he took Volusia earlier this year. So a lot of winners here. These guys love to win, and only one of them can make it out of here with a checkered flag in this heat.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Morrissey Meadows winners, so is Nickel. Trey Shuttlesworth, we saw him win earlier in the season, and I believe Brandon Stewart took the win at the Charlotte Dirt Track last season too, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, like we mentioned, this is an all-veteran heat, and I can't wait. All those other 2 heats were fantastic, but this is the one I'm anticipating the most here tonight.
And so far, I mean, this has been a very good racing track. Maybe it's just because it's tacky, but once this thing slickens up, we'll probably get a little bit more changing of hands for position and stuff like that. So, right now, just a tacky racetrack to this point, and it's been allowing whoever gets out front to really hang on to it to this point. Morrissey, Meadows, Nickel, 1, 2, 3 as they take the green flag here. Morrissey making his first race in a minute. He'll wait till the very last second to take the green flag. Cody Meadows to his outside, trying to get the run going into 1. Can't quite get it. Morrissey, big slide job. Meadows going to cut him down. Crossover on the backstretch for the race lead. Meadows slides it down under him.
Big set by Meadows.
Almost was bad right there. They stay off of each other. Nickel got in the fence back there. And that allows Bo Krebs to hold down the 3rd position at this point. Trey Shuttlesworth trying to look for room around Nickel.
Caleb Morrissey kind of running away from Cody Meadows. I'm sure Meadows will reel him back in here. Bo Krebs currently holds on to the transfer position as we saw him get a little bit sideways coming off the corner. Caleb Nickel, as we mentioned, him catch the wall in 4th. He's starting to rebound his way back, but Trey Shuttlesworth is trying to take that spot away from him.
Shuttlesworth continuing to do the work on Caleb Nickel. Morrissey has not raced with us since night number 1 of the Kokomo doubleheader we had. He finished 14th in the feature of that race. Had 2 third-place finishes before it. Looking to get the momentum from those 2 third-place finishes into tonight, but he is being completely chased down by the Season 1 champion, the number 1 machine of Cody Meadows.
Yeah, Cody Meadows is absolutely relentless out here. Just great performance by him every single race, not just here tonight. Oh, there goes the Mud Digger. Cody Meadows around.
Oh, the commentator's jinx.
He keeps it going.
Oh,
maybe not. Well, yes, he does. Never mind.
He's got a tore-up car, though, so he's going to take a miracle to get him in the top 3 in this feature. So Meadows in trouble. I was just about to talk of how much momentum he's had this season, as it allows Krebs to take 2nd. Shuttlesworth finds his way around Nickel for 3rd, and it's 2 to go to try to get these guys in. Caleb Morrissey looking to take the heat number 3 victory.
Caleb Morrissey, no pressure out back from Krebs as he's about a second back from him as he's going to walk it around the white flag. 1 lap to go for Caleb Morrissey.
Morrissey in control in this heat. Krebs closed about a 10th last time by, but Morrissey really just has to take it easy in 3 and 4, and he will work his way into the feature. Right up next to the wall, cuts it back down to the bottom. He'll take the heat win. Bo Krebs in second. Trey Shuttlesworth going to take the last transfer spot. Nickel got in trouble. He'll still get 5th. Cody Meadows now, he's going to have to go through the consolation, be one of the top 4 to make it, so he's got some work to do this evening as we get ready for our final heat of the evening. And on pole, the number 19 for Powerslide Motorsports out of Daytona Beach, Florida, it's the Gator, J.J. Hill. And to his outside, making his first start in quite a while for Ben Porsche Racing, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender out of Teignmouth, Vermont, it's the Mayor, James Barrett Jr.
Yeah, I mean, all of us here in the Discord communication that we all talked to were giving James Barrett some junk, saying, hey, where you been, man? And so I'm glad to see him out here running tonight, as Cole Williams from Eel Meteor Racing and Riverside, California will start off in 3rd. And lining up to his outside, we have the fan favorite from M&M Motorsports in Asheville, North Carolina, the Asheville Attitude, Cameron McCone.
Rolling off in the 5th position in the 09 for Ryan Martin Racing out of Los Lunas, New Mexico. Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender, Ryan Martin. And to his outside for AOD Racing, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender out of Girard, Pennsylvania, it's Ryan Billy. And James Barrett Jr. back, love to see it. He started his season off in Volusia, the Volusia triple header. We had to start off the year a 3rd, 5th, and a 3rd. Ran Lanier Dirt, got caught up with a 12th place finish there. Also tried to make the 4th night of the Florida Nationals at USA. Missed the feature in that race, but he has not raced with us since April 19th. Been almost a month, not quite a month, but certainly it feels like a lot longer than that when you race 2 times a week. So happy to have Jimmy back, and we'll see what he can do rolling off in the 2nd position to the outside of another James, J.J. Hill.
Battle of the James here on the front row.
It sure is, as we got a lot of guys who can work their way into the feature in this heat. J.J. Hill, luck has certainly not been on his side to this point. Last race was at Cedar Lake. It was only the 2nd feature event he made this season, finished in 10th. Green flag in the air as Barrett Jr. got a little sideways there as they took the green flag. J.J. Hill with a big advantage. Cole Williams trying to work to the outside of Barrett. He'll get his nose there, almost contact.
Wow.
Williams to the outside of Barrett Jr. doing a great job of keeping their cars straight. Williams going to take 2nd,
Great
and now
move,
he's going to try to run down J.J. Hill.
Man, that was a fantastic move by Cole Williams. I guess that's kind of one of the moves that we see from the big unit, Andrew May. He said that's kind of his signature move, and Cole Williams kind of just took note there and made the same exact move on James Barrett Jr. to slide himself in the 2nd.
Now Cole Williams trying to run down J.J. Hill. Yeah, you said the big unit, Andrew May, he said he loves to put his car where it does not belong, and that's what Williams did there. Stuck his nose right to the outside of Barrett Jr. Barrett Jr. may be trying to knock the rust off after not participating with us in a while. J.J. Hill almost tapped the wall up there, still holding the lead right now. Cole Williams gained 100th of a second that time around. It sounds like a little, but look how close he is now, trying to work his way around J.J. Hill.
Yeah, don't look back, J.J. Hill, because you're going to have Cole Williams in that 42 machine. As we got one crashing behind, that is a large pack. That's Ryan Martin. We saw Cameron McCone involved. He's there on his side. Ryan Billy's kind of slid through that as James Barrett Jr. will drop, or excuse me, the top 3 remain the same. But, yeah, I was saying don't look back, J.J., because Cole Williams is there, and he's still fighting for that lead there.
Williams got in the slick a little bit coming off of 4, tapped the wall, and it got his car sideways. Kind of sent him for a back tire spin. They spun around a couple rotations, and it's going to slow him down in his progress of getting to Hill, but Hill's in a wall, and it's going to open up the door for Williams. Cole Williams to the lead. 2 more laps to go in heat number 4. Williams takes it. J.J. Hill now with work to do, trying to close the gap.
Yeah, it seems like J.J.'s kind of got a handful of that car. We saw him almost bend it into the wall a couple laps earlier in the heat, so it's a handful of that 19 for sure, but he's just got to keep it out there facing straight on the racetrack, and he'll lock himself in.
Yeah, Hill, he said earlier today he wasn't even planning on racing this evening, but fortunately got himself off work early, and he's here to race with us. He gets very sideways there. Up front, it'll be Cole Williams taking the final heat of the evening. Probably his first heat win of the season to this point. J.J. Hill 2nd, 3rd for James Barrett Jr. They all worked their way into the feature, and we got some big names in the consolation event this evening.
Yeah,
as
Cameron
it'll
Cohn's
be-
got some work to do. Kelan,
Oh,
he's
McCone.
starting last here in the LCQ, and yeah, it's going to be a dogfight, that's for sure.
Oh, it certainly is, and this is as there goes Cole onto the virtual scales right there. Hopefully, that'd be cool if we saw some guys do that this evening. I'd love to see that. Hope we can get some guys to participate with our virtual scales. As we set the consolation bracket, top 4 advance to the feature event. A lot of big names in this one. Rolling off from the top position, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year Contender for HRI Helms Racing out of Biloxi, Mississippi. It's Garrett Cooper, and to his outside, the number 24 for Slider Die Sim Sports out of Coldwater, Michigan. It's Nolan Cooper, Battle of the Coopers on the front row.
And so in third position, we have the 21 of Brandon Stewart, and to his outside, we saw the guy who just finished 4th there in heat number 4. 018 of Ryan Billy, Mason Coffey, Austin Nuffner, Caleb Nickel, Ryan Martin, Jaden Kraus, who did not grid up, Joey Robinson, Cody Meadows, who's got his work cut out for him, and Cameron McCone also. Those 2 guys will have to battle it out. Same with Jay Barker, who will start shotgun in the field.
Big field here in the consolations, so we'll see what these guys can do. 2 Coopers on the front row. Brandon Stewart trying to work his way in from 3rd. He's looking for a good run. Has not made a feature in a while for him. Mason Coffey, we saw him have a decent top 10 run going for him the other day at Cedar Lake, so see if he can do that. Caleb Nickel, he's a guy to keep your eye on. He is sitting 4th in points right now. 70 points back of Andrew May, points leader, 10 points back of 3rd place Rylan Pearson, trying to make his way in. Cody Meadows, he needs this run, make it in there. He's 22 points behind Andrew May. Really needs a good run to try to stay in that points battle and start off the Pennsylvania Nationals with a bang for him. Cooper and Cooper, gonna lead them to the green here. Still got a back straightaway to cross across. 4, I'm keeping my eye on, Shane. I want you to do this with me too. I got Nickel, Meadows, McCone, Barker, all guys starting deep. I think they're all going to find a way to work their way in.
I agree, Kelan. I feel like there's going to be some madness up front here, possibly some wrecks. So definitely got to keep our eyes wide open for sure, as it's going to get crazy here in LCQ. Green flag in the air, as they're already spinning the back, I'm pretty sure. That was Jay Barker.
Jay Barker in trouble. He started in the very back, and he fell back there, as now they're 3 wide up here. That was Stewart, Billy, and Coffey, as now Billy's going to throw a slide job, gets up into Stewart, contact Stewart. A lot of guys involved there.
Cody Meadows was
keep
involved.
It straight. Oh, I say they keep it straight, but they don't.
As still wrecking.
No, still wrecking. It's trouble up here. As
oh, my
Meadows
goodness.
is wrecked up there. Robinson. Oh, big time collisions up here. Big time implications for Cody Meadows, too.
How about Cameron Cohn, though? He's found himself in the 5th position, battling for that transfer spot. Excuse me. I'm just so excited.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have a fight with Mason Coffey here for the final transfer spot at the expense of all these other drivers. A lot of guys falling behind, as it was just trouble for all of them, as McCone again in the slick gets a little sideways, loses some time on Coffey. The 2 Coopers 1-2, Garrett in front of Nolan, as Nolan tries to close the gap on Garrett, try to take that lead. Nickel sits in 3rd, Coffey holding down 4th.
Yeah, really spread out field here, as most of them have pulled it into the pits, including Cody Meadows, so his hopes here night number 1 at Williams Grove will come to an end. Garrett Cooper, like you mentioned, holding the lead over Nolan Cooper. Caleb Nichols still sits 3rd, as we see Cameron McCone trying to run down Mason Coffey, who's about a quarter length ahead of him, but he just caught the fence, and McCone will say, "I'll take that, please," and we'll move into the transfer spot.
Holding down the transfer spot right now as Coffey slides it in there, and now it'll be a good fight here for the transfer spot. McCone trying to hold back Coffey. I've seen McCone struggle in a slick a couple times in this race so far. Just halfway through, as there goes Coffey right by him on the inside, and now McCone's got some work to do to try and get around him. Hopefully Coffey will mess up for him, as Garrett Cooper messed up there in 2nd. Lost a lot of time, and Caleb Nickel takes that 2nd spot.
Yeah, it just seems like coming out of turn number 4 here, as you see on your screen, as we're on board with Cameron McCone, just kind of troublesome spot for him, as you see all the traffic in front of him. These are for position too, so McCone currently in 5th. If he can maybe get past both these drivers. Maybe just one of them he needs to lock himself into the main event.
Yeah, he just needs one of them here. But look at Joey Robinson lurking back there. They are all in our blanket here. This is for the transfer spot. The first two are in. The last two are out in this little 4-car battle here. McCone and Coffee stepping out away from him. Cooper and Robinson now trying to close the gap, as these guys trying to take their cars as easy as possible. I think Cooper or Garrett got a lot of damage when he probably got in trouble. Either that or I think his toes knocked out, because he is fighting that car down the straightaways, as now Robinson trying to close the gap on McCone. Nolan Cooper is gone for the lead as we got 2 laps to go here in the Constellation.
That thing's a handful for Garrett Cooper. Like you mentioned, that toe is definitely knocked out for sure as Robinson hits the wall in front of him, excuse me. But Cameron McCone, Mason Coffey, Caleb Nickel currently holding on to the lead. And the guy, we didn't really talk about this after that incident with Garrett Cooper, but Nolan Cooper in the 24 took the lead, and now he's leading, coming to the white, or he's in the white flag right here down the backstretch.
Half a lap to go for Cooper. He had a good run going in the Cedar Lake race. Had a very nice and modest run for him. He's going to make it into the feature. Caleb Nickel through 3 and 4. Going to put himself in it. Coffee smacks the wall.
Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
Can McCone steal the spot? No. Coffee going to get McCone, but they both make it into the feature. So that will be how the field sets up. Guys going home: Cooper, Robinson, Billy, Stewart, Nuffer, Meadows, Martin, Barker. It will all head home, as that will end the Constellation. We get ready to go feature racing here this evening from the Grove. Shane, we got a very good field tonight.
Yeah, it just wasn't Cody Meadows' night for sure. It's just Williams Grove is either a track you got down or you just don't, and I thought he had it down. Obviously, we saw him run good in practice and decent in qualifying, but he's heading home. Unfortunately, that's sprint car racing for you.
Oh yeah, he just slipped up in the heat a little bit, and it cost him his whole night. As we get ready to set our starting lineup in the feature, rolling off from our first position, he won our Dirtman Photography Quicktime Award this evening. Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender for HRI Helms Racing out of Dallas, Texas, is number 99 over Rylan Pearson. And sitting to his outside for Ben Force Racing, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, the young gun Colton Coe.
And starting in your third position here tonight, your heat number 3 winner in the number 6 machine there from 4 Horsemen Racing in Jonestown, Pennsylvania, Caleb Morrissey. And to his outside from Eel Media Racing, Riverside, California, we have the 42 of Cole Williams. As you see the rest of your starting lineup scroll across the top part of your screen there.
And they will now stack up 4x4. A salute to you guys, the fans. Thank you guys for sticking it out with us tonight. We've had a great night of racing to this point. Hopefully the feature lives up to the hype we've seen so far this evening. A 4-wide salute to you guys. This is the A&B Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series.
I'm ready to go race. I don't know about you, Kelan.
Oh, I'm ready. I think Rylan Pearson, he's got a fast car. Colton Coe is fast in his heat. I think he's got a good shot. Caleb Morrissey, they all got a good shot. Andrew May, who's won 3 of the last 4, sitting back there in 5th. Great tribute to his dad on that paint scheme. Awesome paint scheme there. Aiden Kirker back there in 6th. We saw him take a Volusia win earlier. League owner J.J. Hill, he was fast in his heat in 8th. Jay Mulder, he's won a couple hard-charging awards from 9th. Trey Shuttlesworth, a winner earlier this season, in 11th. James Barrett, 12th. A lot of fast guys in this feature. I wouldn't be surprised to see any of them take a win here tonight. We'll see what Pearson can do from the pole. Will our winner come from the pole? Stats show it has. The last 3 races, our winner has come from the pole spot. So we'll see what will happen here in the feature. Pearson, Coe, Morrissey, Williams, May, Kirker, top 6 as they come and lead them to the green. We are feature racing from Williams Grove.
Rylan Pearson sends him off in the turn number 1. Colton Coe currently sits patiently behind him as you see the field fly by there. Single file mostly out front here as Cole Williams is in the wall.
Williams hops the wall. He's going to disconnect before a caution comes out, but still, one will fly. I don't know if there's another incident. He did his best to get off the track and leave the session before a caution was ensued, but one came out anyway. Don't know if there's any more on the track at the moment, but
I
that
thought I
will
saw
drop.
one spinning behind.
Yeah, maybe a chain reaction there, and that will ultimately end the night of Cole Williams. Unfortunate, he had made his way into the feature events, had a good car, just couldn't quite find the luck as only one lap down, and his night will come to an end.
Yeah, trouble for Trey Shuttlesworth here. You see him. We saw Cole Williams kind of hit the wall, and he caught the wall too, the inside wall there, and the hero goes around.
Yeah. Saw that in practice a lot, and we saw it in the consolation event too. We saw somebody tap the inside wall like that. Sorry, not at the consolation, one of the heats, and now Shuttlesworth, the unlucky victim, he'll get some repairs here.
I'll tell you what though, Kelan, the hometown kid, Andrew May, he's got some support here on the stream. Everybody loves him. So how about that?
Yeah,
Andrew May, like we mentioned, that fantastic tribute scheme to his dad, and he's got a lot of fans watching him here on the broadcast.
Yeah, I see some Andrew May fans down there. See a Ryland Pearson fan or two. See some Cody Meadows fans. A lot of our fan favorites. I know Cameron McCone out there streaming. He's usually got a consistent 50, 60 followers on his Twitch channel, so he is getting some support.
And Cameron McCone currently shotgun on the field, as he's got some work to do. Obviously, we saw him as the last driver to make it into the LCQ, so long racing for him is he's still got 24 laps ahead of him to make up some ground.
He's got some work to do. Good thing about Williams Grove is these cautions are typically longer than they are at most racetracks, so we got some opportunities to talk, Shane. So, you know, got Pearson up there in the lead, led all of them so far. Andrew May, he's led every lap in the last 2 races. Single file restart here, my bad. But we are green here. Pearson, first lap leader since Andrew May in the last couple races. Green flag in the air.
Yeah, that's a crazy statistic to think about, Kelan. We talked about May's dominance, and you could just tell how inevitable it is right there.
May working to the inside of Morrissey, that for the 3rd spot. Couldn't quite get him there, as that's Aiden Kirker lurking behind him. Single file nose to tail to this point. Pearson stepping away from Cole, from Coe a little bit. They're all battling here. Coe trying to close the gap on Pearson a little bit. That's Morrissey lurking in 3rd. He's had a slowly consistent season in the races he's come out to, as that's Krebs and Hill battling for the 6th position.
Yeah, single filed out racing so far. I mean, I talked to a lot of guys here throughout the series. They said that a caution every once in a while is nice, but they like the green flag racing here for sure, and that's what we got so far here tonight at Williams Grove. A lot of happy fans there out on the racetrack.
Yeah, I've missed the last couple races. We've had a lot of cautions, so just seeing these guys kind of work it out, see who has the better car. As right now, Coe is staying with Pearson, and Krebs up and over, gonna keep his car rolling as he almost got into Shuttlesworth there.
That toe looks pretty knocked out, Kelan.
Yeah, that right front is not facing the right way.
He's crab walking that thing for sure.
Oh yeah, that thing maybe totaled. As we'll try to get a look at what happened here with our replay system.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he's got his hands full.
Oh yeah, that's not how your car is supposed to drive. We'll get a look here what happened with Krebs.
As we'll check out what just happened to Bo Krebs here out on the racetrack.
Yes, we'll get a look here. Looked like he got up in the wall here. Exactly what happened. Hops the wall.
Oh.
Such an
And I mean,
that's
a piece of him.
Yeah, that's just dirt racing. That's such an easy thing to do in these sprint cars. When you're running that close to the wall, trying to get as much speed as you can, it's so easy just to hop the fence and
he's still going out there. Look at that. He's still crab walking that thing around. So props to him. We'll see obviously what he can get done here with that.
That's amazing.
Machine.
Yeah, that's incredible. I did not think he'd keep it going. Wow, look at him. Oh, he's yeah. Well, he's got some work to do back there. James Barrett Jr. back there with him in 13th. Ryland Pearson leading the race right now. we mentioned a crazy statistic. The last 2 races, Andrew May has led every single lap. Pearson out front now. He has had some good runs this season. He's made 6 feature events this season, 5 top 10s, 4 top 5s. Got the win at Kokomo. His last 3 races, he's got a first, second, and third. Got the third at Cedar Lake on May 10th last time we came out here. His win came, of course, at Kokomo, led 9 laps after he got around Cody Meadows for that race win. So he's looking to make it number 2 on the year. But Colton Coe, he's been putting up a good fight with him, has not been able to get around him. But, of course, trying to make the move for him. So we'll see what he can do. Pearson on his discretion. They'll go green. And we are back underway here on lap number 8. Green flag in the air as Morrissey slides up in front of May, working to his inside. Aiden Kirker can't quite get to spot 3 wide, almost on the backstretch, as now Andrew May peeking to the inside of Morrissey for 3rd. JJ Hill lurking from 6th, trying to take the 5th spot back there. We got some good racing up front. Single filed out now, but they're just going to fan out here, as that was one in the fence.
That was Colton Coe. He keeps it going, though. Great job by him saving that machine. But Andrew May has found himself in the top 3. How about that? The big unit. And the
Pearson
big
slipped out of the race lead. Yeah, who's that in the lead? That's Caleb Morrissey. He took over the lead.
Welcome back, Caleb Morrissey.
Oh, yeah, nice to see him back. He has, yeah, nice to see him back. Coe got in the fence, and it slowed him up severely. Pearson may have followed him, and that's how he lost a spot. Big unit in 3rd. Aiden Kirker 4th. JJ Hill in 5th. A lot of veterans up here. Morrissey trying to get another win for him. He's in control right now as we got a lot of battling back there throughout the field.
Yeah, this is just Williams Grove at its finest right here, and some of the top drivers here in the iRacing service in the dirt division going at it. Just love to see it as Pearson's putting up a fight here.
Oh, Pearson is right there with them. He's been one of the fastest cars on the racetrack last couple laps. In fact, he was the fastest.
Oh, JJ Hill's around.
Last lap, and Hill.
JJ Hill just went out of the park, I think. Yes, he did.
Oh, my goodness. Well.
That's our 2nd home run of the season, Kelan.
2nd home run. Yeah, we got one with Cole Williams last week, huh? So, or on Monday. So, now Pearson, of course, back to the race for the lead. He is all over Morrissey, trying to make a move halfway through this feature event. Trying to get around Morrissey, make a move for it. Andrew May back there in 3rd. He took a big shot at the bottom. Couldn't get around Pearson. Iceman Kirker back there. Nolan Cooper, who made his way in through the LCQ, 13th to 5th. Mason Coffey also through the LCQ. He's 15th to 6th.
The big unit caught the wall.
These guys are working their way through it there. Yeah, May caught the wall, and it's going to probably cost him the spot to Kirker here. It will. It's now Kirker slides into 3rd, trying to make a move on Kirker for 3rd. Now Kirker in the fence. Going to slow him up, and now May takes it. These guys trading blows with the wall as Caleb Morrissey continues to lead.
Yeah, I feel like this is the hardest, other than a couple races early this season, in the last couple of races, that Andrew May's had the push against the other drivers out here on the track. I feel like, not trying to knock him or anything, but he's kind of walked away to this wins. Obviously, caution comes out here as his skill helps him, but he's definitely got some work ahead of him, but this caution will help him for sure.
It'll help him out a little bit, let him get bunched up here as Aiden Kirker.
Mason Coffey is stuck in the ground.
I believe Coffey and Kirker got in trouble here. They both got caught in a wreck here, so we're going to look at what happened here on our AMB Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series replay system. And look here. I believe that is Kirker in the wall. Coffey caught
couple incidents
some of it.
Happened here.
Yeah, just a big chain reaction incident.
So we'll try to find Aiden Kirker. Here he is.
Kirker
He
hops
just
the
caught.
fence.
Yeah, and Nolan Cooper just had nowhere to go. He was running the slider, or not the slider line, the cushion right there, and just ran into him.
Luckily for Cooper, he did not lose too many positions. He'll still be 4th, and he's had a great run to this point, 13th to 4th.
Yeah, as we'll try to head back and see what happened to JJ Hill too.
Oh, he got knocked out of the park. I don't know.
He's back out there on the racetrack though, Kelan. How about that?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Well, Interesting.
Yeah, great job by JJ Hill. Keeping that thing going is see right here on the podcast. I kind of
Look at
saw it in the
JJ.
background.
We're gonna look here. Hop the fence.
And
Oh,
he's outta
home
here.
run. He's out. That's an Aaron Judge type bomb right there.
I know JJ.
Awesome.
You and me both, Keelan. All three of us Yankees fans. So yeah, that was the Yankees
Oh, yeah.
reference for sure.
Love to see it. I would do my best Michael K impression, but I don't think I'd be that good at it. So I ain't gonna try that. But
Might
you
have
know,
to call
see
a
ya.
friend.
Oh yeah.
You know, maybe Jack DeAndrea.
Oh, maybe Jack knows what he's doing. I don't know. But how about Nolan Cooper? The two feature events that he has finished this season, both at Kokomo, a 4th and a 9th. Finished 14th at Cedar Lake after not completing the race, but we'll go back green here. Morrissey, Pearson, May, Cooper, Coe, top 5, green flag in the air. As now May got a nice jump. He'll look to the inside of Pearson for second. Battle for second heats up as Caleb Morrissey in the lead. The big unit Andrew May trying to work his way around Pearson. Not going to be able to do it in that corner.
As we go on board with Andrew May here, you see the two leaders, Caleb Morrissey and Ryland Pearson, battle it out up front.
All Pearson. Big look to the inside. Couldn't get it there. As now Morrissey continues to stay out in front. Pearson trying. He's been closing the gap. It's just been getting around him with a really slick track in Williams Grove. No matter the track state here, it's always a hard track to pass at. But we'll see what he can do here, trying to close down the gap. Andrew May doing whatever he can to get there. Trey Shuttlesworth, he had a tore-up race car at one point. He's up there in 4th.
Yeah, we saw him involved in that first caution as Colin Cooper's up in the wall there behind him. Can he keep that thing straight? Yes, he does. Great save by Cooper. But like you were saying, Keelan, yeah, he was out there involved in that first yellow. We saw him go around. And now he's in 4th as we got a battle for second.
And May got to the position on the backstretch. Probably could have cleared Pearson if he wanted a bit of contact. Does the better thing and stays in front of him. It's going to cost him the spot. He was rolling here in 1 and 2. Got around Pearson. Couldn't quite take the spot. He is there, ripping that bottom well. Can't quite get around him, though. This is giving it to Caleb Morrissey right now.
Yeah, Caleb Morrissey will take the 3 to go mark here. It seems like we just started this thing, Keelan, but Morrissey strong so far. Pearson still behind Tim and May. Sits in 3rd, and those 3 have just hobbled away from the rest of the field, excuse me.
Caleb Morrissey and Pearson identical lap times last time, but this time Pearson closed it a whole 10th. 2 laps to go. Pearson trying to work the cushion here to get around Morrissey. He's right there. He was 2/10 and 3/100ths at the line. That time Morrissey catches the wall. It's going to allow Pearson to close the gap. 1 lap to go around Williams Grove. Pearson closed the gap a 100th that time. He's going to have one last effort here in 3 and 4. Morrissey taking the defense line up top. Pearson works it to the bottom for the final time. Will it be enough? It will not be. Caleb Morrissey back to victory lane for the first time this year and the 3rd time in the series career for him. He takes home a win at Williams Grove. Back to victory lane for Morrissey. Pearson 2nd, May 3rd, Shuttlesworth and Coe round out the top 5. Great racing we had tonight, Shane.
Yeah, send them to the scales, boys. Caleb Morrissey is your winner here at Williams Grove. Right, you mentioned Ryland Pearson 2nd, Andrew May in that tribute scheme coming home in 3rd. So the big units, a big run comes to an end, unfortunately, is like I mentioned, and you mentioned, Keelan, he's on the scale now.
Oh, he's checking those scales out, but still a 3rd place finish. That's not going to denote Andrew May's great dominance. The top 3 streak continues. He has been on it in these last few races. A 3rd place finish will really continue his momentum, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be happy with who our hard charger is tonight. You want to take a guess?
Cameron McComb, baby.
It is Cameron McComb from 16th to 8th. Claims his 2nd Dirtman Photography Hard Charging Award effort this season, gaining 8 spots, and he'll get it done. Trey Shuttlesworth 1 spot short, went from 11th to 4th, but nobody could top Cameron when it came through coming through the field. He had a nice little run tonight. As Caleb Morrissey picks up the win, we'll run through our race results. In the top 8, it was Caleb Morrissey taking home his first win of the season and his third in the A&B Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series career. Rylan Pearson 1 spot short, lost the lead a little early in the race and never could get it back. He finishes second. Andrew May, the big unit, coming to his home state, picks up third. Trey Shuttlesworth picks up fourth. Colton Coe fifth. Jay Mulder sixth. James Barrett Jr. seventh in his first race back in a minute. Cameron McHone rounds out the top 8 with the Dirtman Photography Hard Charging Award victory.
Caleb Nickel 9th, Nolan Cooper 10th, Aiden Forrester 11th, JJ Hill after heading out of the park come home 12th, Aiden Kirker after some trouble will come home 13th, Mason Coffey 14th, Bo Krebs 15th, and Cole Williams after that incident on lap number 1 will fall to the tail end of the field as our race winner Caleb Morrissey celebrates here. And I didn't see this until now, but Jonestown, Pennsylvania represent he's a hometown kid too, home state kid. How about that? Pennsylvania, Caleb Morrissey is your winner.
Awesome for Caleb. He came into this race, obviously has not made a crazy amount of races this season. Good to see him in victory lane. Came in 9th in points, this being his 6th race of the season. It is his first race with us since Kokomo on May the 4th. Finished 14th there, had a couple third place finishes before then, as we'll try to get a word with our winner Caleb Morrissey here in a second. Hey Caleb, it's Kelan up in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Well, you picked up the win tonight and stole the lead from Rylan, and then you held him off for the last few laps. You worked for that. Shane mentioned you're a hometown kid from Jonestown, Pennsylvania, so winning a race in Pennsylvania here in the Pennsylvania Nats, that's got to be huge for you. Great win tonight. You put up a great effort tonight, and when you got around Rylan, you had him on your back bumper that really entire race. Did you really just run your line, or did you feel like you had it when you got around him?
I just ran my line. I felt like the top was definitely going to be the only way to go. I could see in my rearview mirror there towards the end, it looked like Andrew May was getting a different line going down at the bottom, but I was pretty confident in my ability as long as I could keep it to the top and keep some momentum going. Out of 4, I was going to be okay, no matter what he tried.
Well, you certainly held him at bay, and this is going to be your first win of the season, and this will be, let's see, look at stats, this will be your 1, 2, 3, your 4th top 3 finish. So when you're not caught up in wrecks and you're actually running up there finishing off these races, you're pretty fast to say the least. Of course, 3rd at Eldora, 3rd at Lanier, and a 2nd at Volusia. So do you feel like you can get up there and get up in this points battle if you keep having runs like this?
Yeah, as long as I pretty much decide to keep running this league consistently, I feel like I could definitely push the issue for points. I feel like I'm just as good as them any given race. So yeah, I feel like I can really push through here at the end, especially if I keep winning. You know, it's nice to win somewhere other than Knoxville.
Oh yeah, certainly. And do you got anybody I want to thank for making tonight's win possible?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody watching at home, including my family and friends. Really appreciate it. You guys in the booth always do a great job. Can't wait to watch it back. A&B Outdoors, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Track USA, EXO Consulting, Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, Shane DiMantova Designs, Iceman Designs. I think that's basically everybody. So thanks guys so much. It's so cool to win.
We thank you for joining us tonight, Caleb.
Yep, see you guys around.
Caleb Morrissey, driver the number 6 for 4 Horsemen Racing, picking up his first win of the year. And now, Shane, you're going to get a word with our 2nd place finisher, number 99 of Rylan Pearson.
Rylan Pearson, this is Shane DiMantova up in the booth. You got us.
I got you, man.
All right, man. You got a lot of people watching here on the broadcast here tonight, cheering for you, and
Yeah.
just came home, unfortunately, 1 spot short. I know you definitely would have liked to get it done for them for sure, but do you think the top was definitely the way to go here tonight? We saw you trying to work around a race winner, Caleb Morrissey, but did you have anything else out there below the top side?
The top was definitely rolling. It was the preferred line, but it was not the fastest. I was definitely getting some good runs on him. I could have passed him, but I had just let off because I was too scared to make the pass. I'm just not good enough to throw a slider at Williams Grove, if we're going to be honest. But the bottom was definitely faster. I think slider in 1 and 2 would have been really good, but bottom was definitely fastest, and I couldn't hit it right, but Andrew was hitting it perfect.
Definitely for sure, Rylan. Obviously, nothing wrong with the second place finish here tonight, and that'll help you in the points scenario as Cody Meadows is currently second in points, one spot ahead of you. Obviously, did not make the main event here tonight, so really good finish by you, of course, to help yourself out and maybe even slide into that second spot. So good season for you so far, but we're about a third of the way
Hmm.
through the season, so I want to pick your brain here. Are there any other races or tracks that you're looking forward to later in the year?
Knoxville. That is my best track, Knoxville. Gotta say it. I run that track every single time a Knoxville race is up. I run it. No matter what car, Knoxville is my favorite track. I'm looking forward to that one. And there's some money on the line, so may put in a bit of extra work.
Hey, not just a little bit of money, $100. So it's gonna be a crazy one for sure, Rylan. And $100 on the line at Knoxville, and maybe you're the lucky guy to take home all that. But we'll
Hopefully,
see
man.
here. Yeah, we'll see here soon in the up and coming months. But anyways, back here to tonight, second place finish. Who would you like to thank?
Well, I want to thank my family for watching. They watch every one of my races. I want to thank Fritch, Riz, James for watching. I want to thank HRI, Texas Sprint Series, Pit Stop TV. I want to thank everybody who's got me here pretty much. Helms. I'm just keeping the dirt vibe going, I guess.
Definitely thank them for sure. I mean, we're all our racing drivers here on the service, and people give us opportunities that we'll never forget. And like you mentioned, all those guys helping you out. So
Yeah.
it's great to hear about that story. I know I have
Hmm.
something like that going on here. So
Yeah. I also want to thank Coop and Jackson. They were there with me talking. It was a lot of fun with them as well. Sadly, Coop didn't make the feature. Kind of stuffed it, but it doesn't matter.
nonetheless, great run for the 99 machine from HRI Helms Racing. So congratulations, Rylan, on second place, and hopefully we'll be seeing you back here at Williams Grove next week.
Hopefully, thank you guys in the booth as well.
Yep, of course. As that is the expo marker, Rylan Pearson there came up one spot short here tonight. As Kelan will get a word with the big unit Andrew May, who was our third place finisher.
Hey, Andrew, it's Keelan up in the broadcast booth. You got us?
Yes, sir.
Well, Andrew, you put up a nice run tonight, a valiant third place finish. Of course, it's not as dominant as the last two races we've seen you in Victory Lane, but I mean, still great. You've been on this roll for a while, and it's been hard to get you out of your groove. Another top three finish here tonight, and your consistency has not been shaken to this point. But I did see you were throughout the race. You really got to the bottom better than most guys did, and Rylan Pearson said that's where the speed was here tonight. You kind of had it working on the bottom, but really, what more did you really need to fight around those top two?
5 more laps, 10 more laps. I don't know. The track was really, really tacky for most of the feature there. So the top line was just a fast line, and I was able to hit the bottom pretty good there. But whenever I'd get up beside Rylan, I couldn't, get up to the top and pitch my car back across the bottom, and I'd lose so much speed that the bottom wasn't even worth it. So I just tried something different. I think that I'm pretty decent on the bottom here normally. So I tried it, and I mean, I got around, I don't know, one or two guys there, but it is what it is. The next feature is 30 laps, so hopefully it'll slick off a little bit better and open up 2 lanes there.
Well, you kept your momentum up throughout the night, and I'm going to ask you the same question that Shane asked Rylan. Do you got any tracks you really want to look forward to throughout the season? I know we still got the Pennsylvania Nationals. This is only one of four of the season. Got two at Lernerville, one more here at the Grove, and I really feel like since you're a Pennsylvania boy, you got the advantage there. But are there any other tracks that you really have your eyes on throughout the season?
Going back to Kokomo, if we do for sure. Charlotte, the 55 lap feature at Cedar Lake is going to be a lot of fun. That's gonna be tough. But I love Lernerville, so I'm excited to get out there too. I don't know. I'm excited for every track. I like it. Regional tracks. There's not really too many that I hate, and the one that I do hate, we don't run, so it doesn't matter anyways. So, yeah, I mean, we'll be fast. Hopefully, every race. So, just got to keep our consistency up and minimize mistakes because I feel like mistakes are what kills everyone in this. So.
Well, your consistency really has not been an issue this season except for that one little Volusia race. So I'm personally not worried about it that for you. But kind of, what do you want to thank for putting this run together?
Yeah, I want to thank A&B Outdoors for putting this series on, Dirtman Photography, Zach over at Dirt Track USA, Exo Consulting, Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel. I want to thank Battery Boys at Bedford, PA, Liquid Besker, Ace Electric Repair, TW Vance Trucking, F&M Performance. I mean, there's just so many people that helped me out with this thing, and I thank my dad for watching. Hopefully, he liked the paint scheme that we're running tonight. I went down to the living room and I was like, "What do you think of that?" And he's like, "Yeah, now you finally got a nice looking car out on the track." So, wish I could have put it in victory lane, but you can't win them all. So we'll move on to Thursday.
Well, just my 2 cents, but I think you should keep running those paint schemes through the rest of Pennsylvania Nationals. That's just
Yeah,
me.
that's the
But
plan.
oh well, well,
Yeah, I agree.
it's a great looking car. So
Yeah, it looks good for the 1990s graphics on that thing. So I
yeah.
like it. It looks pretty sweet, and it means a lot to me. For his car. So
Yeah,
glad to be able to bring it over to iRacing.
it'd be pretty cool to see you park that in Victory Lane here in your home state, virtual home state at least. So do wish you the best of luck in the rest of the Pennsylvania Nationals, and we thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for streaming.
That was Andrew May, driver the number 31 for M&M's Motorsports, and we're about to bring in his M&M Motorsports teammate, the Dirtman Photography hard charger this evening, his second one of these this season. Shane, you're going to grab a word with our fan favorite, Cam McCone.
Hey, Cameron Cohn, this is Shane. You got us.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. I'm so glad to hear from up here in the booth. But man, you started tail end of the field. You started shotgun and found yourself in 8th. So why don't you take me through your race? Obviously, some madness in the LCQ and there towards the start of the main event.
Yeah, the LCQ itself was a wild ride. I was just starting in the tail end of that. I was just going along for the ride, letting whatever happened, and just turned out to be a demolition derby and worked my way through the madness of it. Had a nice little battle there towards the end going and had some more cars mess up where I needed it to and put me in the main, and I knew starting in last place I'd have some room to make up, and some errors were made by other drivers that I really needed and was able to capitalize on it. And there towards the end, the bottom started coming in better, and I was definitely quicker towards the end than I was at the beginning.
Yeah, capitalize you did for sure. I know you and me talked earlier in the day, and we were kind of talking about what lines to run and stuff. And I know you're saying how you probably weren't that big of a fan of this track, but here you are with the Dirtman Photography Hard Charger Award, and we saw you, like you said, working that bottom towards the end of that race. But man, did a lot of practice go in to help, or is it just
Oh,
some good luck?
absolutely. Absolutely. I spent a lot of time this week running the NOS series here since that's where we were going to be. And my teammate for M&M Motorsports, Andrew May, gave me some pointers for running the bottom line, and it definitely helped me out. We had a very fast Dirt Heathen machine tonight.
Definitely for sure, as you guys were the hard charger. And Kelan, do you have any questions for the number 4 machine? Maybe not.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
I guess no. I'm back. Sorry, no, I was sending pictures and it slowed me down, so I was hoping you wouldn't ask me anything. But Cam, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Cam, I'm such a big fan of you. This is awesome.
Glad somebody is.
I just got a really cool picture of you with the American flag here at Williams Grove, so I hope you like it.
Absolutely.
Be sent after this. But I mean, shoot, you carved your way through the field. You did a great job at it. And we're gonna ask same question we've asked everybody. It's still we're just now getting a third of the way through the season. This is the 10th race of the season. Hard to believe we're already that far in. Do you got any tracks on the schedule that you think you got a great shot at, or that you just really want to run this season?
There's only one track left in the schedule that I got questions about. I haven't ever turned a lap at Weed Sport, and I know that's coming up in a couple of weeks, so I need to get on that. But as far as everything else, man, it's just consistency. It helped me last season. I didn't get any wins last year except for a couple of heat wins, and still pulled off a top 5 in points. And I'm sitting 6th before going into the night, so hopefully just consistency will be key for the same thing this year.
Oh yeah, well, M&M Motorsports, they certainly put it on tonight, a third place finish and a hard charging performance. You got some momentum on your side as a race team, so I mean, shoot, 11th at Cedar Lake. Now you're going to bring this home, your 4th top 10 of the year. Pretty nice to get it, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's just nice being able to actually make the mains. I've had some horrible luck the last few weeks, so just nice being able to get in the show and make it.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're certainly happy to see you here, and hope you make a lot of them to come.
Me too. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Have a good one, Cam.
Well,
Our
what
friend.
about
Cam.
what about his sponsors?
Oh, hang on. Yeah, let me.
Hey, welcome
Cam.
back. Welcome back.
You know what we forgot to ask you?
Yes, sir.
Who your sponsors are that we want you to thank.
Oh yeah, Dirt Heathen. Gotta give a big shout out to Colby. He's been backing me since day one with me doing the dirt. Gotta give a shout out to Dirt Track USA. He's a great guy. Go follow him on Instagram if you don't follow him already. And then K1 Gear. They make all the top notch gear for everybody in the pros. So why not, get some nice gear for your iRacing setup?
You know, I got a in real life I drive go-karts and I got a K1 race gear jacket, so
Dude, you can't beat them. It's great
oh yeah,
quality.
it's great quality. It's awesome. All right, well, thanks for joining us tonight, Cam.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yes, sir. That was Cameron McCollum, Shane, our best friend. He's
Once
awesome.
again, he's just the fan favorite. Just one of the most down-to-earth people on here in the sim that I know, and that's why we always love talking to him up here in the booth and rooting him on. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, he's a great guy. So we're happy. We had a great run tonight. I mean a great. Why'd I say run? We had a great race tonight. Caleb Morrissey picking up his 3rd in his Quicktime Series career first this season. Getting a brand new winner this season after the Andrew May, Rylan Pearson, Cody Meadows dominance we've been seeing. It's kind of refreshing to feel a new winner. I didn't think we'd have anybody other than May, Meadows, or Pearson, personally, but Morrissey coming in here kind of messing up all the predictions we had tonight. So congratulations to him. And I got my eyes on Williams Grove on let's see, is it Monday or Tuesday? I'll get a look for you real quick here, Shane. It'll be on Tuesday, May the 18th. So.
Tuesday.
I'm looking forward to that race. I got my eyes on it, and if it's as good as a race as we saw tonight, I'm looking forward to it on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's another 25 lapper here at the same exact time, around the same exact time for you guys. So make sure to catch the action back here Tuesday night, May 18th.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun. That'll be the 2nd race at the Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel Pennsylvania Nationals, and I just want to give a quick shout out to all the guys at Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel. They support this series so much with all the stuff they put forward to this, and it's awesome to see them out here. They sponsored our Florida Nationals, our Midwest Nationals, and our Pennsylvania Nationals. So we cannot thank Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel enough for all the support they give this series. It's very awesome to have some good supporters like that.
Definitely for sure, Kelan. Without the sponsors in the series, none of us can make this possible. There wouldn't be any race payouts to the drivers out there on the track battling it out. Wouldn't have a broadcast, and maybe we wouldn't have a series. So sponsors make this world go around.
Oh yeah, we got to thank them all for their continuing support and all those guys who continue to support us, as we'll get to them in our outro here tonight. So we have some great racing here tonight, Shane.
We did for sure, like we mentioned. Sponsors, all of them. Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, Dirtman Photography, A&B Outdoors in Volusia County, Florida. Series sponsor for all your lawn care, landscaping needs. Visit A&B Outdoors for all of that. Exo Consulting, official sponsor of the Rookie of the Year battle. And Iceman Designs, obviously, Aiden Kirker over there, getting that done. And just everybody helping putting this thing together.
Oh yeah, they are awesome, all of them. Love to see them, and looking forward to Williams Grove on Tuesday evening, aren't you, Shane?
Yes, I am for sure, like you mentioned, and I've mentioned a couple times already. Back here Tuesday night, Williams Grove here in the middle of Pennsylvania, as I am Shane DiMantova, joined alongside my good pal Kelan Belsha, as we will be signing off here tonight. And we'll see you guys back here from Williams Grove, the virtual Williams Grove, on Tuesday night. Congrats to our race winner, Once again, the 6 car of Caleb Morrissey getting it done, upsetting the big 2, as we hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night.